Well, good morning, family. Welcome to another edition of Melanin Economic News. Alright, family. We're going to start off today. It's 3:59 in the morning. Alright, on this Thursday, March 19th, 2020. Alright, family. So let's go ahead and get started for the day. Alright, family. The Dow went under 20,000 last night. Yesterday afternoon it closed. It closed down about, about just over 1,300 points. A little bit under 1340, about 1338.36. All right, this is going to continue to happen. You may see the volatility may bump up a little bit, go back above 20,000 to calm people down, and then it's going to keep dropping down again. All right, the collapse is here. All right, the global currency reset is here. Things are accelerating, family. I need you to understand and get ready. All right. Now, with that being said, now that we've seen that the Dow continue to drop. In retrospective of what the Dow dropping is, when President Trump took over, we were just about at this point now in the stock market. And they got out with 29,000. And then within a few days, within almost about, let's say about a week and a half, it done been tumbled down. It done lost everything it done gained in the last 3 years. Alright. So let's go over here. We're looking at CNN Business. This is futures trading. Looks like the S&P is down about just about on the 13. S&P is down about 12.75, about 0.53%. The Nasdaq seems to be up, and the Dow Jones future is down about 96 points. So the S&P is down about just over 0.5%. The Nasdaq is up about 0.2%. And the Dow futures is down about just about half a percentage. All right. So just get ready for market volatility. Get ready for either it'll climb, it'll come down, or it's going to go up. But just let you know, if it's coming up, it's going to come back down, because we're looking at a global financial collapse. All right, family. We really are looking at a global financial collapse. All right. Let me continue with the stock market. This is coming from ZeroHedge.com. New York Stock Exchange kicks out humans, move temporarily to fully electronic trading. Alright, this is the first time in U.S. history that they've kicked everybody off and they're going to go to electronic trading. The only other stock market that does that is the Japanese stock market. They don't have any humans. It's done all by computers and people calling in orders and placing orders by pushing a button. Alright, they say this move is temporary, but it's not. It's really not that temporary. Most things, when they say temporary, probably move to permanent for a little bit, or just for the foreseeable future, and they continue it. All right, so they're kicking all the humans out, and they're going to straight computers. All right, family. All right, we're gonna continue next. We're gonna go over here to Fox Business News. They're reporting the same thing. The New York Stock Exchange, they're gonna continue moving kick all the humans out. They claim it's amid the coronavirus, but they're kicking everybody out and they're going straight to computers. All right, that's to prevent people from. If it goes any further, if you go back to most recent issues when the stock market took a nosedive and the futures nosedive, traders who lost everything, sometimes on the floor, sometimes they lost their mind. They lost their mind and they did the unthinkable. All right, family. All right. This next story comes from Zero Hedge. The Bank of England's Bailey to print unlimited money. Tells short sellers just stop amid COVID-19 chaos. All right. So I told you, family, not all the banks around the world are working together to try to keep liquidity going. So not only is the central bank in the United States, which they call the Federal Reserve, is printing unlimited quantitative easing. The Bank of England has come out and they're gonna do all this. They're gonna keep doing the same thing. Keep printing money. Keep sending it out. Trying to keep the liquidity going. Trying to keep that credit freeze from happening. Trying to keep people going crazy because they can't buy stuff because the ATMs are shut down. Banks are shut down. You can't get any money. Everything. Alright? We know if that happens, they're going to start doing capital controls. They're going to limit the amount of money you can take out each time at the bank or in the ATM machines. Per day, per week. Alright? And they make it even drastic per month. Remember, they going over that in the Middle East right now. Alright. All right. And then I want you to, now we're starting to see some of the store shelves get restocked now. After the panic buying, the truck drivers got on the road. There's some of the unsung heroes family that we need to pay attention to. All right, we risk, our truck drivers risk hell and risk everything to make sure they get stocked and they're being stretched to the limit. All right, this report comes from Infowars.com. All right. While millions of service industry Americans lose their jobs due to coronavirus, the country hasn't fallen into Mad Max apocalypse yet because millions of truck drivers are still driving food and supplies in short supply around the country. Store shelves empty of bleach, toilet paper are alarming, but they're stripped bare because people are buying far more than normal. That's not because they're not getting restocked. That is true. This is a result of what they call just on time demand. All right, they went to a system like that where they get products out just in time to meet the demand. All right. That is one bad system that whoever came up with it needs to have their head examined. When we continue to promote that, needs to have their head examined as well too. Just in time delivery is the reason why you saw the shelves empty. If they had a better system than that, like as soon as something went off the shelf, you went and replace it. All right, when you replace it from the back storeroom, when that back storeroom shows empty, that means you got another product getting ready to come in and replace that. This whole process of just on time delivery where they bring everything in just in time to where shelves don't empty. No. The US supply system is set up with the just in time delivery system is set up for a 3-day stock. They don't keep nothing more than 3 days worth of supplies in stores, in brick and mortar stores. Alright? This is why you're seeing shortage in it and it took time to recover. Alright? The truck drivers, they're getting out there, they're driving furiously. All right, look up with the stories, family. All right, just look it up, especially for our family members on the road. Be careful out there. All right. All right. Getting back to yesterday's drop in the stock market, this comes from MSN Money. The Dow dropped 1,383 points, 1,338 points, or 6.3%. So they lost 6.3%. That's combined with what they lost overall. All right, to close below 20,000 for the first time since February 2017. It was down more than 2,300 points earlier. They were down 2,300 points earlier, but they managed to claw their way back up. All right, they clawed their way back up a little bit, but the overall stock market closed down. All right, the S&P 500 was down 5.2% and closed nearly 30% below a record set last month. The broad index also dipped below 2,351, closing low during the Christmas 2018 sell-off, and the Nasdaq slid 4.7%. All right, virtually no market was saved from selling up from the selling wave, with crude oil prices having their third worst decline on record. All right, family, we're looking at the reason why you're seeing gas prices go down. Back to it's getting back. Actually, for us, it's a good thing because it saves us some money in the pocketbook. All right, but for the folks who make the oil, they need at least on average between, let's say, about $70 to $85 a barrel for them to come into the black or even make a profit. All right, what's coming now, family? What you're seeing is what we're actually supposed to be paying for these prices: hotels, airline tickets, not gas, and the gas for our cars. These are really the prices are coming down to what they really supposed to be, not these astronomical prices. All right, that they've been charging up, been charging people arm and a leg. They've been charging for baggage. They charge for everything. But now that these prices are coming down, you're really seeing what we're supposed to be paying. All right, we're not supposed to be paying for $300 or $400 for a round trip ticket. That's expensive. That's way too much what they charge over. That's charging everything they can out of us. The real price for, let's say, even a round trip ticket, you're supposed to be paying somewhere between 80 to like between 80 and $150 for a round trip ticket. That's going from Philly to LA and back. All right. All right. So family, things are gonna keep going. All right, as I reported, as one of the stories we reported yesterday on this channel, people are getting out of the stock market in headlong rushes, and they're going into precious metals. Family, I've been on these websites and they continue, and I've been on multiple bullion websites, and silver continues to fly off the shelves. I can't afford to buy gold, one of the more expensive ones. All right, so I've been looking to buy the other ones like silver, titanium, bullion. Yes, titanium you can get in bullion. You can get copper bullion. All right. Most of the silver stocks on most bullion websites are gone. You probably have to just call in your order, and they'll probably take it, and they'll probably tell you to give a delay. All right, family, get ready. It's not too late to get ready. Get out there, band together as a family, as a community, more than ever now. So when it really hits, because we haven't seen nothing yet, it's going to get much worse, and it's going to hit, and people are going to panic. All right, family. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Melanie Economic News. I'll see you after the 10 to 15 of darkness. All right, family. Let's get it started.